guys in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game?
Yeah, and I feel like momentum is always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Week to week, it's so tough to figure the ACC, which is why this one is notable. Virginia is trailing right now, but I'm not ready to say this team is out. Not after the way this group has rallied around that coach. It really has been something to see. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to SMU. Any major changes in this ACC standoff, you'll hear about them first from us, gentlemen.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Stockton. Got his man. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Now here on second down, see if they keep tossing it around. Back to pass. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds and just on to the next down.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed in the middle, it's Bell. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter.
7, Georgia, 0.
The offense wastes no time getting the timeout called.
Timeout, Georgia.
Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Let's go! From the gun. Give on the inside. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse Reese. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
They've got the ball at midfield, but they're facing a 3rd and long. Might be calling a hot route. Looking to pass. It's Stockton. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
QBs and receivers on 3rd down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure. The quarterback gets hit. Just not on the same page with his target.
They booted away on 4th down. Excellent job on the punt. Bounces out of bounds at the 5, and they'll have 95 yards to go in front of them.
Dude, how about that boom? I mean, you talk about power. That dude just booted that thing halfway across the field, completely flipping the field position and getting it down inside the 10. That is a nice job by that punter.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
Oh, he's got some space. The 50. He's at the 40. At the 20. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Tigers.
What a big-time run. He's still running. Over 90 yards. That's one of those when you're running to the end zone, you're looking behind you, you're looking on the Jumbotron to see if anybody's going to catch it, and nobody's going to catch him on that huge touchdown run.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Going with the ground game left. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
Well, I know he was struggling to get going early in this game. That right there, though, was easily his best run so far. And this is one of the more talented running backs you're going to see in the entire nation. They need more runs like that to get this offense going if they're going to win this game.
Makes the grab. It's built. He'll go out of bounds right at the 40-yard line as this offense continues to show great patience. They saw that blitz coming, and the way to get out of it is find the tight end.
Yeah, how quick did he see that, too? Sees the blitz, understands this is a matchup where I got my big tight end, the big fella I trust. I'm going to find that matchup, get him the football for the first down.
That's caught. It's Branch. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Now, last year, there were long stretches in which the Georgia offense hardly looked like a well-oiled machine. Now the quarterback's transferred, new full-time starter in there. I think it's fair to say, David, that the Dogs need more from the quarterback position this season.
They do need more, but I tell you what, they didn't help him the whole spot around, right? The offensive line, running backs, receivers, it was kind of below average for every position, but the quarterback is the tone setter, the captain, and having a guy like Gunner at the helm, man, this is a dude they all trust, they all respect, and I expect this offense to bounce back in a big way.
The Bulldogs in a good spot here with second and short. Gonna run it. It's McCray. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. And those hairy Dogs taking a bite out of another first down.
You don't usually find Georgia teams that complicate things. They know who they are, and it starts with running the football, establishing the line of scrimmage. That's what the Dogs do.
Got it in the middle. It's Thomas. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
They're dealing with a second and long. Back to pass. It's Stockton. Got it in the middle. It's Branch. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I needed to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit it in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it, because he really didn't have a choice, because he was going to wear that one regardless.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Here comes the heat. He stopped just short of the goal line at the one. An explosive play has him set up.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. I think on that last completion, it was a good example of it.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Going for 6. Touchdown, Georgia. Quick strike through the air for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing in the hands up because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Looking to throw, it's Knight. Firing to the right, complete. Reaches into the bag of moves and finds his way up to the 31. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. Don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
And the Tigers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Using his legs, it's Alston. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
This dog crowd is off the leash, and they are coming after them, bringing noise on 3rd down. That's reeled in. It's Cobb. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down.
Great job by the running back on this play. It's a big 3rd down, and his ability to catch the ball, turn around, get north, make a guy miss, and go move the sticks. Awesome individual effort.
The Tigers have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Got his man quickly. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
I like the mitts, the big fella coming in with the catch. Hey, running a little bit of a route, showing a little wiggle, getting open, throwing the football. That's when he catch a big fella.
Got some of the work done on 1st. Now let's see what they have on 2nd down. Grab near the marker. It's Simmons. And he earns a 1st down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift.
All right, 2nd quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some 1st downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Got a man. It's Alston. He'll step out of bounds. He's at the 33-yard line.
Hey, on offense, you just got to stay ahead of the sticks, and a big part of that is finding positive production on 1st down. When you've got this guy in the backfield, there's a lot of ways you can do that. You're going to hand it off to him, but how about dialing up the pass play on 1st down and just letting him go to work to set up 2nd and short?
Looking downfield, it's Knight. Finds his tight end. Turning it on! Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down.
Man, this defense, they have got to get better in coverage if they want to get off the field anytime soon. You keep defending like that, this offense might hang 50 on you by the end of the game.
Just on the edge of the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 21. Running back searching for a hole. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line? That last carry pays off with a C note already at 100 yards.
And he's done it with so much balance and so much power and so much speed. He's really shown you that he's a great back in a multitude of ways. And guess what? It's still the first half.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Snagged in the middle. It's Singleton. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's 3rd best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
And it's a good job by this defense, man. You drop back, you play really smart, play sound. Understand, there's not a lot of field to cover, and they couldn't fit the ball in a window. Good pass defense.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. The run up the middle, looking for the score. Looking for the end zone. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Auburn!
And that's the way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas. Try to make this a 2-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executing beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the second half to get some stops.
And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. You get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Final seconds of the first half. Let's see if they can pull off a little magic. Here's the handoff. At the 35, he's got room. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Might be changing the route. Looking downfield, it's Stockton. Got him downfield. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Just a few seconds to go here in the first half, and they'll send out the field goal team. He'll need to put some leg in this one, a 52-yard attempt, and just the right finesse to get it in from the right. Oh, and he missed it. No good. And after the miss, it's still a 14-point game. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. Ready to get things going here in the second half as Georgia about to kick it away. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Bought a little time, lets it go. Incomplete, and very lucky that one wasn't picked off. And man, could they have used that? It'll be second down.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone. And they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Out of the gun to give to the back. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
And the ball's on the ground. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes.
Well, you got to know as a quarterback, when you're in an empty set, which means you have no running backs in the backfield with you, You got to be able to get rid of the football. And you're expecting pressure. The clock's going to go off in your head. Not a good job of keeping two hands on the football, and the defense able to knock it loose.
And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Wants to throw. It's Stockton. Gets it out fast. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
The give to the back. Just steamrolling the defense. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there.
After getting that fumble, if you're on offense here, you've got to be thinking touchdown, right? So after that run play, this is a big third down opportunity to either stay on the field or score a TD. You wouldn't feel very good if you only walk away here with a field goal.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
They'll try it again from the one on 2nd and goal. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. He is going nowhere as the defense is manhandling this running game. Wants to fire it in the end zone on 3rd and goal. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Trailing by multiple possessions in the 3rd and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on 4th down. Scanning the field, it's Stockton. Trying to find the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs! And the comeback is on. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, a quick update on a notable game going on right now in the ACC. Florida State is in the unusual position of having to come from behind right now, but there's not a soul who doesn't believe they can't pull this off. They're trailing by 13 to Notre Dame. Never know what's going to happen in the ACC, and we'll circle back if anything develops you should know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They're going to test that run defense to the right here. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in.
And the defense catches a break on that one. And this guy's not a superstar, but he's pretty dang reliable. And we talked to them about this guy. Like, he's kind of the security blanket for the quarterback. And him to drop that football doesn't happen often. You take those lucky things when you can get them.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Fields the button, looking for daylight. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. Dropping back, it's Stockton. They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field, and that's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time that's what forced the incomplete.
Sends it back in motion. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Makes the grab. It's dealt. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down.
And that's a great job executing the drag route. You just bring the big fella across the formation, wait for him to come open. The quarterback does a good job seeing him, finds him in the hole, hits him. Perfect job.
They're a perfect 2 for 2 on 4th down. They'll go for the hat trick. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Looking deep. Makes the grab plenty for the first down. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect 4th down call there. Georgia ready to dial it up on another first down. They're threatening to score and they'll throw it. Intercepted. They were back in their own end and they stopped the drive. He'll try to take it back. Past the 30. Past the 10. Touchdown, Auburn. The defense takes matters into its own hands. What about the speed from that defender on the return?
He's showing you, Reese, like, listen, it's not just wide receivers that can do that. I can take this thing to the house. I got some moves. Watch this. Unbelievable job flipping the field. Offense about to score. Defense makes the huge plays and gets points out of it.
28, Georgia, 14.
And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Give to the back. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
A really good play by this defense, seeing it, attacking it, going and getting it. Obviously, they're running the RPO. They weren't fooled. They played the run, came up, made a nice tackle, got the running back on the ground.
Dropping back, it's Stockton. Fires to the big fella. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. And the Dogs want to crank the tempo. The offense changing the play. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. He's got him in the flat. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain.
That's perfectly fine. If I'm a defense, I'm going to give up some yards right there. Play deep, react to shallow. The running back catches the football. I come up. He gets a positive gain, but it doesn't matter because now I won 3rd down and forced him on 4th down.
On 4th down, looking for the completion. Hauls it into first down and more. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Going to the ground. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. The Dogs are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Grab near the marker. It's Bell. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
They'll run play action. Grabbed over the middle. It's Bell. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
Excellent throw by the quarterback. Found the window between the zones and then delivered the ball on time.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Looking deep. Hits him in stride inside the 10. He was just a breath from taking that one all the way, and he'll run that momentum right into the 4th quarter. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them.
Georgia, 14.
Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. With the run on 1st and goal. And he'll be stuffed. Got nothing. Line of scrimmage still at the 4.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. Touchdown, Dogs! You thought they were done. They're not. They're back, baby. Well, how about that? And after that touchdown, we might have a finish after all, Jesse.
I love it, Reese, and this team is not quitting. Yeah, they're down on the scoreboard right now, but they are clawing and they are scratching their way back in this game. They're going to keep going hard until this clock reads all zeros.
And the extra point cuts the lead to 7, 28-21. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Leaves it with the running back. They bring him down behind the line of scrimmage, and now he'll have to go back to work to get over 100 yards again for the day.
Play callers love it offensively when you can run the football when the other team knows you're going to do it. That is called imposing your will. And here in the 4th quarter, with the lead, very first play of the drive, you break off a nice run. He might just call the exact same play right again here.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. He's going to run it. And he'll be brought down.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
I mean, sometimes you overthink it. Sometimes running the football on 3rd and short with the lead is not the worst thing in the world. Keep that clock ticking. And now decided to go for it, setting up a 4th down. And this looks like a situation where you should punt the football.
They're throwing for it on 4th down. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. Not much of a 4th down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense.
That was such a risky call. With the lead late in the game, to go for it on fourth down, that could have been disaster if they don't get it. But with the conversion, now the question, is that it?
Breaks into the open. That is just the kind of run you want when you're trying to close out a game.
I'm really impressed with the running back. His stats haven't been great, right? Every yard has been hard to come by, but these are some of the best runs we've seen in the game by him, and it's happening at the most important time here in the fourth quarter.
Auburn going to work with another first down. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. Found a little running room, and they get him stopped after a pickup of 6 to the 32.
No doubt the offense at this point of the game with the lead late, they're going to try and run the football, and they're going to try and bleed the clock. They need all ball carriers to stay in bounds to keep this clock ticking, just like that guy did there.
Defense there to stop him after a gain of 3, but he is inside the 30 to the 29.
This offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
The Dogs are off the leash and coming after him on third down. They'll run the sneak for it.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
The Tigers kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Looking for space, it's Alston. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
And after that negative play on offense with the lead late in the game, I think there's still ways that you can be creative and run the football, but not be so obvious. So zone read type plays, fake dives and pitches to the running back to get him outside, jet sweeps. You can find other ways to keep the clock moving, even though the defense knows you're going to run it.
And that doesn't happen very often. That's their go-to guy. I love the way they move him around the field, and they try to attack the middle with him to get the ball in his hands and let him do some damage. And he shows you the drop. Okay, it's in there, but it doesn't happen very often.
They'll give it to the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one. The defense burns their 3rd and final timeout of the half. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Oh, and the attempt is no good. And the margin remains at 7 after the miss. Here comes the biggest drive of the game for this offense, down 1 score. Looking for a man, it's Stockton. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
Pulls it in. It's Thomas. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down mark. Georgia going up tempo. Quarterback may change this route. They'll throw on 3rd and short. Under fire. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right? Obviously trailing. We're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on 4th down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
Converts on 4th down. Still going. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that...
He's got it at the 25. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Unloads to the wideout. He just about put this game away if he'd been able to hold on to that one. Instead, it's second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Hand off from the shotgun. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
If you listen carefully, you can start to hear some of the boo birds coming out from this home crowd. They know their offense needs points. And this late in the game, they're watching them run the ball to no avail.
7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. They'll move the wide receiver. To the air, it's Stockton. Here's the pressure. And they fail to hook up on third down.
This really has been a masterclass by the quarterback with decision-making, right? We've already seen him throw multiple touchdown passes in the game. He's understood when to take his shots and when to throw it away when things aren't there, like on that last play.
It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on fourth down. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
Nice job by this defense in a clutch moment. You knew they were going to throw the football. Fourth down, great coverage, break on the football, force the incompletion, and more importantly, you get the ball back to your offense with a chance to just run this clock and get out of here with a win.
It is the Auburn Tigers emerging victorious in the Deep South's oldest rivalry. Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. What a show both of these teams put on today. Couple of outstanding squads, hotly contested battle all the way to the very end.
Yeah, we came into this one expecting this to be a back-and-forth battle. We knew it was going to go down late into the fourth quarter. At the end of the day, the higher-ranked team, David, they were really able to lean on those playmakers and that leadership they've got in the locker room.
Yeah, and now I think even more so, you're starting to believe in them. They're battle-tested. This team they find a way to get things done. That's why they're ranked where they're at, and I expect this team to stay in contention for the college football playoff because they're proving week in and week out they're a really good squad.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.